Music is everywhere with us, from the morning radio program, on public transport, on the street, from a nearby restaurant, and at work. In addition, there are various portable players on the market for when you want to listen to your favorite songs in private. Some consumers buy devices that play music, while others prefer those with which they create it. Like all electrical appliances and devices we use, musical instruments are undergoing their technological evolution. There are currently music devices that we didn't even suspect would appear 10 years ago. WebberBarnest.com presented the most interesting modern musical instruments. 8 musical instruments you may not have heard of. Number 1. Eigenharp. This musical instrument, which took its creator 8 years and a budget of $16.5 million, is one of the greatest technological achievements. With 120 keys, each with its own tone, percussion buttons, recording and playback controllers, and countless different sound options, Eigenharp can create all the sounds of a band. Number 2. Electric violin. It is a hybrid instrument that is slowly becoming the symbol of the new generation of classic instruments. The vibrations of the violin are processed electronically and can be transformed into practically all known sounds. The electric violin can easily replace the electric guitar. Number 3. Tenorion. Although it looks like a fun child's play, Tenorion is actually a musical instrument with a square control box. It has 256 LED buttons that respond to specific sounds. By pressing each of them, separate musical compositions are created, and the buttons can work simultaneously or separately. Number 4. Beatbearing. This instrument, which is not mass-produced, does not reproduce sound alone. Instead, it reproduces sound when a metal ball is detected at a certain position. For this purpose, separate round holes are created, where the metal balls are placed, and each of them corresponds to a separate sound. This creates beats with a specific sequence. Everyone can do beatbearing with their own materials. Number 5. Happy drum. This steel drum has a bass hole through which the musician can determine the amount of air passed into the sphere. The 8 different keys play separate sounds, all of which are part of a common body. In this way, each new tap of the sphere will emit a sound that will connect with the resonant one from the previous tap. Number 6. Electroencephalophone. Although playing music with an electroencephalophone looks like swimming with an iPod, it's actually a process of making music using brain waves. There are even concerts with electroencephalophones or electrocardiophones, which create music from heart activity. Number 7. Hydrophone. The hydrophone works on the same principle as wind instruments, except that it uses water instead of air. In addition, here the water does not directly create the sounds, but rather drives individual mechanisms that create music. The performer uses his fingers to block the movement of water and to manipulate the system by reproducing various sounds. Number 8. Ocarina. The creators of the Ocarina app for iPhone, SML, have used the smartphone sensors and touchscreen to enable users to play wind music. iPhone detects the intensity of exhaled air and thus amplifies the sound set by the virtual controllers on the touchscreen. Musicians can even share their work online with other Ocarina artists for the iPhone.